Hello and welcome to this Therapeutic Thursday. So today I want to talk just a little bit about all the little selves that we have. If we think about our personality, our soul, our being, how many different parts of ourselves do you think are in there? In our brain, you can think of all the little different yous that are, going around doing their little jobs. Some of them are amazing at their job, even if it can cause some issues, right? Some of them fight, some of them work good together. So how do we encompass all of ourselves? Because we each, if you think about, the devil and the angel or whatever on your shoulders, you might have one saying, oh, don't do that. You're going to get hurt. So you might have a protector, right? So say you have a little protector you in there telling you, no, don't go to the party. Don't go do this because you're going to feel bad. You're going to get hurt again. You've got that really trying to protect you. However, that little part of you is causing some issues, right? Because you're not able to, you're not going and being yourself because you have this little voice that keeps telling you, don't do it. You might have an angry voice, you might have somebody that's so angry because of all the hurt, and maybe it's mean, maybe there's a second guessing, no, you're stupid, don't do that, you're gonna fail, and shit, we all have this, right? How do you help it? How do we deal with this? And there's all kinds of different ways we can. The one thing I love is because so much of our trauma is based on childhood stuff, childhood stuff that happens. Even something as simple as parents saying, you're disappointing me. That really doesn't, it's not like being beat. It's not like, being neglected. However, all those micro traumas can cause you to second guess yourself, can cause you to actually have these issues, later throughout life and as an adult. So I always think of these little me's, and like with childhood work, for example, I was just doing the other day a therapeutic technique on myself, and I had more little me that I was trying to release, I don't even remember what, but trying to release something, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, whoa, wait a minute. I can't release that. That's me. That's a part of me. That's a part of me when I was younger. Oh my gosh, I was so angry, and I'm still so angry about that. And I'm like, okay, come on, come back. We got to process this to integrate. Because the thing is, we need to integrate all these pieces of ourselves that are all over. We have them. Sometimes they might not want to be with us, and we might have to go and retrieve them. That can be in my shamanic practice. That's soul retrieval. And the AAIT I'm learning now in that practice, that is called aspect retrieval, an aspect of ourself, same type of thing, just more technical, more scientific, I suppose. I don't know about scientific completely, but more technical. So we need to get these aspects of ourselves that have, been lost or are not comfortable being within our being. So that's the high end, right, of integrating all of our us's, all of our little us's, all of our little me's, But there's easier ones too. That voice that, can I do this? Am I good enough? You can really look into what does this voice need? Does this little me need a little bit of support, acknowledgement, asking? You can simply even just ask, say you have this voice that keeps, second guessing yourself, keeps saying, yeah, you can't do that. Have you ever thought of just asking? One, identifying what this is, this little part of you, and just saying, what do you need? What is your goal? What's your purpose for me? And thank you. Thanking this little piece of you, saying, thank you so much for protecting us and being here. I appreciate you. I love you. Can you tell me what your purpose is and why? And this is a different technique to use, but if you do actually just go calm yourself, you can close your eyes and identify that voice or that little part of you and ask questions. Be just open to hear what comes back. And I guarantee you're going to hear something come back if you try it. And a lot of times when you work within yourself like that, you can better understand, and it's almost like that little part of you is relieved, like, oh, hey, she knows what I'm doing. She knows I'm here, and she respects me. Let's work together a little better. Sometimes we can do healing, little micro healings, but even bigger ones. And we can get to know ourselves a bit better. And there are so many aspects of ourselves that we can use to really integrate and make us feel more whole and more understood within ourselves. We can understand better why we react the way we do. And when we understand better, we can change. And in changing, we don't have to fight with ourselves anymore. We can work together in a better understanding. So I think that's cool. And maybe next time I'll talk about the aspect retrieval, soul retrieval. It is so fascinating what we can do, what our brains can do, what our souls, our hearts can do, and to realize how connected we are. So I hope you enjoyed this, and maybe next week we'll dig a little deeper. So enjoy. Have a wonderful week. Go and vote. Oh, I know I'm doing this one. This one's early. It's Tuesday and not Thursday. So hopefully you guys have went and voted, and we'll see you next week.